Golf is often seen as an elitist sport, one that cannot be accessed by many. The OG Molefe Foundation brings the sport to the people by ensuring young black children are afforded not only the opportunity to play the sport, but the support that comes with it. The foundation has an invitational, which is on the 30th of June in Cape Town. For more on this, we're joined by Sunshine Tour professional Gerard Plooy, as well as amateur golfer Khanya Mkhize, and they are here in studio with us. Gerard, Khanya, good afternoon to you. Thank you so much for making the time. I'm quite excited about this invitational, but before we get into that, let's quickly start with you, Gerard. Just quickly talk to us about, your career, your path to playing professional golf.
Well, it wasn't as simple as like the normal going to the golf club and that, because no one in my family plays golf at all. So it was by chance that I started. I started through the Western Province Golf Development back in Cape Town, where I'm from. And then from there I went through the South African Golf Development Board. So those structures actually helped me to pursue a professional golf career. Yeah.
So when you say that you started in Western Province, you started at the development stages there, talk to us about golf development in South Africa, where it is currently and where you think it should be.
I think at the moment, because golf has moved on, so the Golf Development Board is doing a great job to get kids started. But if we want our kids to play at a high professional level, there's lots of things that they need to access, like the gym, the psychologist, a good eating plan, and so forth.
And those things are very important.
Yeah.
I think we sometimes forget how important the extra support is,
Yeah.
and not just the actual physical sport that we play. Khanya,
yes,
so tell us, where did this interest come from? You know, we're so used to our black boys playing football. And how old are you, by the way?
I'm 21 years old, and the interest came from actually my dad. He's a very avid golfer, so I was curious to find out why. And I picked up the clubs for the first time when I was 12 years old. And it's been great. It's been a steady progress, but I'm enjoying the journey.
That's good to hear. And talk to us then about the foundation, the OG Molefe Foundation. What exactly has it done to assist you, and what does it do to assist other children?
The foundation has done a lot. They're quite generous, to be honest. They've assisted in equipment, tournaments, even moral support, I'd say, after a bad round of golf. So they're doing quite a lot for me, and I'm very grateful to Mr. OG.
Talk to us about the moral support. I mean, you've said that you started playing golf because of your dad. So, I mean, you're lucky you already have your dad who is familiar with the sport. So, you know, he can assist you in terms of that. He can be a good support structure for you there. But for kids at home who maybe don't have that, or they don't have parents, how important is it to you that the foundation actually provides that moral support?
I think it's very important, because it's a very lonely game, and Gerard here would tell you a lot about that. So to have that moral support after a bad round of golf, just to have someone to talk to helps a lot. So for the kids at home, it would be nice to have someone to speak to.
All the time, all the time. So Gerard, talk to us about the invitational coming up on the 30th of June. Khanya has given us a bit of background in terms of what exactly the foundation does, and it's good to hear they don't only assist in terms of playing of the sport, but the additional support that goes with that as well. If I understand correctly, I think they've also built a library. So the 30th of June, that invitational, that's in Cape Town. Tell us more about that.
So on the 30th of June, OG and his foundation are having it at the Zalza. It's 5,000 per 4-ball, 1,250 per player. And with all of that, like, it helps OG and his foundation also produce and help golfers as well. And OG and his foundation have been doing a lot of things. Like, I even helped him at his do a clinic for him at Meadowlands with the kids. So a lot of those sponsorship and help would go towards that and help his foundation.
And talk to us about the coaching. How has that been going? There's a lot of money that goes into these things. I don't think people realize. So, having something like an invitational where you guys get to raise these funds, you can go ahead and do, as you say, the clinic and help these kids. So from a coaching perspective, how has that been?
I think, like I told you, there's a lot of aspects with golf, and to help youngsters and to help them achieve their ultimate dreams. Because I mean, when you start golf, we all think about Tiger Woods and the Masters, and that's where we want to be. But there's a lot of steps to get there, and like OG is starting that and helping kids, and I think there's a lot of things that he can also be assisted with. So in terms of that, like I said, I mentioned earlier, a sports psychologist is so important for the game, because they say it's 90% of the game, so having that help as well. So I think that's probably things that OG needs as well for that.
Definitely. Khanya, talk to us about your form right now. How do you feel about how well you play golf at this stage? And where do you see your career going? Where would you like to be? Do you also want to be a Tiger Woods?
My state of my game, I'm happy. Of course, we try to perfect this game, but we know it's very tough to do that. So there's a lot to work on, but I'm happy with the progress, and with the team I'm working with to improve my game.
And where do you see yourself going? What are some of your favorite competitions that you would like, your favorite tournaments that you would like to play in?
Oh, surely the Open. Open is, I think that's my dream. And of course, I'd like to be the best. You know, you play the game, you want to be the best, and you know, they aim for the stars. And if you miss, you know, you're still up there.
Definitely, but you're not going to miss. And remember Gerard and I when you get there. So Gerard, the 30th of June, I'm going to be in Cape Town. My sister's birthday happens to be the 1st of July, and that's where she wants to be. So I'm going to be at this invitational. However, we've got some viewers who might not be able to get to Cape Town, or they don't reside in Cape Town. I understand there is going to be an invitational, which is also going to be raising funds for this foundation, which of course assists, you know, golf at grassroots level. Yeah. I mean, there are younger kids that are even younger for our viewers than Khanya, part of the foundation as well. So the Gauteng leg of the invitational, when exactly is that going to be?
It's going to be on the 3rd of November, and it's going to be hosted with, in partnership with Jaguar Land Rover South Africa. And it's also similar to the Cape Town one, and it's also helping produce, help OG and his foundation produce great champions.
Okay, so we'll be able to follow OG's platforms to get more details on the...
If you want to get in contact and help with sponsorship, you could go to the OG Molefe website, which is www.ogmolefe.org, and you can get all the details from the website.
Okay, one quick one from you, Khanya, before we go. I've already mentioned that there are kids watching, and I've already said it's normal for a black child to go ahead and play football. The top 3 codes in the country are football, rugby and cricket, and not golf. So for those kids who are watching you right now and they're saying, well, actually he's showing me that I can do it. What are some of your parting words?
I mean, if you want to get into the game, I think you should. You shouldn't label it as let's say, a white man's sport. I think if you want it, everyone can get into it. And there's a lot of organizations helping with it now. So if you really want to do it, you should.
Thank you so much for that, and thanks to both of you for coming into the studio. We really appreciate it. And so there you have it. That is Gerard Plooy as well as amateur golfer Khanya Mkhize. They came in to talk to us about the Golf Invitational, which is taking place on the 30th of June. And the purpose of the Invitational is to go ahead and raise funds to assist golfers, especially the young ones, at grassroots level. We know at various codes it's very important to go ahead and feed the pipeline. So all roads are leading to Cape Town come the 30th of June. We'll have more sport for you later.